Today, we get down to business and focus on this new age of learning. As a parent of a child with special needs, you may be concerned that your child is not receiving what they need to be successful. We will cover what can and should be done regarding special education accommodations in a virtual classroom. We will go into detail about who you should contact if you notice important educational services being left out of your child's education. And we will discuss alternatives that you can easily navigate to ward off any sort of brain drain so common with extended school breaks. All of this in today's episode of Special Education Parenting Tips. The lists range from city to city and state to state. Some seem like they aren't really needed, while some most certainly are. Confused as to what I'm talking about yet? In today's world, I highly doubt that's the case. I'm of course talking about which services are essential and which ones are not. Places like convenience stores, supermarkets, banks, construction workers, exterminators, funeral homes, landscapers, dry cleaners, private security guards, laundromats, delivery services, home care workers, restaurants, takeout or delivery, attorneys, child care centers that take care of children of exempt workers, hotels and motels, even the Holiday Inn, are all considered essential. Even marijuana dispensaries are considered essentials in places like California. So what's not considered essential in these crazy times? Well, Business Insider defines non-essential businesses as generally recreational in nature. They don't provide groceries, health, or financial support or utilities. Places like shopping malls, movie theaters, churches, nail salons, hair salons, barbershops, and even gyms or fitness facilities tend to fall under this category. What about schools? What about places tasked with educating the next generation of kids? We've all had the opportunity to see firsthand what homeschooling looks like. As a result, most parents have determined that they don't make the best teachers. In California, the only mention of schools in the essential column are those that offer long-distance learning. In fact, just this week, both LA and San Diego counties announced schools will resume in an online fashion only this fall. And as I mentioned in my previous video, here in Arizona, our school district is providing both in-person and online options. Nearly 50% of parents are choosing the online option here as well. So what about the IEP? Will school systems be able to fulfill their end of the bargain when it comes to accommodating the learning needs detailed in this all-important document? I hear what you're saying, but Luke, it can't be that big of a deal, can it? Are there really that many children affected by this? Well, according to the NCES, or the National Center for Educational Statistics, during the 2018 and 19 school year, there were 7.1 million school children that had an IEP. This number equates to roughly 14% of the entire school population. Now that's a large population of kids. It's estimated that at least 33% of those children need some sort of accommodation to be successful academically. While it is 100% true that many services can indeed be provided in a virtual environment, we've spent over 6 years proving that some simply cannot, though that list is very short when you compare it to the services that can be provided online. Over the past few months, I've heard many parents say online learning was a disaster for my child. It is not effective at all. Well, here's the truth. In the spring, when schools were forced to close, there weren't very many school districts who were prepared to move instruction online. And as a result, teachers were not formally trained on how to effectively work with children who have special needs in an online format. Most were forced to simply figure it out. Some were able to, others were not. The fact is, unless someone is properly trained, learning to effectively teach children with attention issues online can be a huge trial and error process. I'm telling you this as someone who watched our educators go through that in the early years. Now we have a process for the new to us teachers and it's seamless. Anyway, as a parent, this is not the time to be silent. If you feel like your child is in need of additional help, take action. Here are the steps our experts would recommend taking. 1, seek clarity from your child's teacher. Sometimes the best course of action is to Simply ask. Be specific. Talk about what your child was receiving but no longer is. Often the situation is handled at this stage and no additional action is required. It's best to take this step via email to ensure a paper trail. Number 2, contact the school administrator or principal. Again, be specific. Reiterate that you've already been through step 1. Like step 1, contact the administrator via email. Documentation is always best to have. You never hear somebody say, "Oh my gosh, I wish I would never have documented that." Do you? Number 3, contact the district office. If step 1 and 2 fail, the district administrator is the next point of contact, once again, in writing. Now from there are a few places you can turn. If you aren't getting what you think is appropriate from the school system, there are several services you can contact at the same time since they serve different functions. Number 1 is an advocate, well-versed in focusing on the rights of children with special needs. These folks can help guide you on what to tell the district. They can assist even during IEP meetings. Second is an attorney. If all else fails, sometimes finding an attorney helps. This puts pressure on the school district from a legal standpoint, and also they're sometimes able to gain compensation to use in private educational services. Next is one-on-one special education experts. This instantly gives your child the services and accommodations they need. This can be done virtually. That's all we've done for 6 years. This can help with simply supplemental learning or full-scale special education homeschool. It's all individualized. Now, for more information on our services, check the description of this video. Look, I know special education is tough. It was darn near impossible for a lot of families before COVID. Now? However, it's important to keep in mind that there is a massive community of parents, educators, and others who have dedicated their lives to helping children reach their excellence. If you have any questions, any concerns that we haven't addressed here, do not hesitate to reach out. You can leave a comment on this video. You can call me directly at the phone number here or email me. Both of those methods of contact come directly to me. Bottom line, you are not alone. From all of us at specialedresource.com, thank you for watching this episode of Special Education Parenting Tips. We'll catch you in the next video. Thank you for watching this video until the end. Please take a moment, give us a thumbs up. Your support means the world to us. If there's a specific topic you're interested in, please leave a comment. Until then, enjoy these other videos designed to help parents navigate the crazy world of special education. Thank you.